Welcome to the Liminal Open Codex. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Liminal Codex. This is Anna, and we are going to be taking a look at the energy that is surrounding us for the remainder of February 2026. Yeah, we're already halfway through, more than halfway through the month, the shortest month of the year. And I'm filming this, by the way, the date of the eclipse. So I'm very interested to see what energy wants to come through. This is the Lunar Garden Oracle. So if you're interested, you can always find this along with some of the other decks here on Etsy for a more in-depth personal reading as well. On Etsy. So we have Night Blooming Water Lily, the number 13, which reduces down to a 4, which is about stability. Um, sub Subconscious depths. Yeah. What is it that you're hiding? What is it that is still... So the lily has to push up through muck and mud and all of this nasty stuff in order to fully bloom and reach the sunlight. So I feel like this is kind of asking you, what have you not dealt with yet? What is it that you've been keeping to yourself, if anything? And I will read the subconscious depths. Yeah, I'm very interested to see what comes through in the unconscious underneath the bottom of the deck. So we're going to grab 2 cards for the remainder of February. Please, ladies, if you would. 2 cards, please. All right, there we have it. The 9 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Okay, I feel like this is really talking about an inner knowing or a higher level of consciousness about your independence and your sovereignty. The 9 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, Cancerian energy here in the High Priestess, Cancer and Pisces. This really could have to do with where you're facing, it could be where you're facing limitations given the astrology. If you miss the tarot and astrology, where I go into all of that, it's definitely worth a look, because we have Saturn in conjunction with Neptune, which is about dreams and goals. It's also about illusions. So you may be realizing that in order to have sovereignty or to reap the rewards of all of your hard work here with the 9 of Pentacles on a personal level, you are going to have to really listen to your higher power, or really listen to your higher self about the subconscious depth of whatever is being buried that's not being allowed to come to the surface. It could be something that you're keeping a secret. The Fool here, the Hierophant, and the Magician, all major arcana underneath the bottom of the deck, and then we have the 3 of Swords. So I really do feel like, yeah, there is a desire to take a leap of faith. We have... This is crazy. Okay, so we do have card 0, this deck has been shuffled, reshuffled, and more shuffled. I've had this deck for a long, long time, and for all 3 more major arcanas to come out, this, for the rest of February, is going to be something that is a powerhouse, okay? I feel like there are conditions, though. We have 0, 1, 2. We jump to 5 here. What are missing are the Emperor and the Empress. So some of you may be being asked to combine the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Some of you may be being asked to take active action in certain areas. And some of you may be being asked to know your worth and your value. Because the 9 of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. I feel like somewhere in there you know that this is something that you're deserving of. There's doubt, though. There is definite doubt. Maybe in your intuition. Maybe you're saying, I always pick the wrong person. I feel like for those of you who are resonating, and this will not be for everyone, there is a desire for a fresh start, a new path. It does feel like it's something that is going to bring in a lot of knowledge and wisdom. Remember, the keys in the Hierophant represent knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom. The three, the three elements on the staff that he is holding, which has the Ankh at the top. It's about learning how to ascend those ranks of knowledge until you get to the very top, which is the tree of life, or the Ankh, the Egyptian symbol for life. The magician, there is a desire to create or manifest whatever this is. It is being hindered though by, I mean, the Two of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Swords. But what if I get my heart broken in the process? There's a fear that is lying here, and that may be what is underlying this. You may know that, yeah, you have the capability to achieve all of these grand things, but it could be fear in and of itself that is holding you back from reaching the stars. Pain hurts, heartbreak, regret, remorse, sadness. But I'm reminded, I do not regret the things I've done, only that which I did not do. And I forget who said that. All right, we have Aries and Aquarius, which is Uranus energy. This is now in the sign of, so you may be feeling that pull of Aries, which is very fiery. So you may be feeling that pull to go ahead and get started. But I feel like with the astrology that is supporting getting clear on something before you just take that leap of faith. The Hierophant, learning everything that you can about whatever this is. For some of you, you are stepping into a path of being a healer or a light worker. You may be opening up to and learning more about your innate, inherent gifts. But I feel this also comes with a sense of maybe if I had known this before, I could have saved myself the trouble. If I had known this before, there are regrets here that are surfacing. Taurus and Libra, Venusian energy or Plutonic energy in the Hierophant. We have the Magician, Virgo and Gemini, Cancer and Piscean energy, which is Neptunian energy here in the High Priestess. I'm resisting looking at my husband's app to see what Mercury is doing, but I know that it is making some interesting aspects. Okay, I'm going to put these over to the side really quickly. I'm really interested to read the definition for this as well. So let's go ahead and get into the cards. Ladies, what is this Nine of Pentacles? What is this Nine of Pentacles? What is this Nine of Pentacles? The Star. It's wish fulfillment. It would be a healing experience for you. In fact, that Three of Swords, Five of Cups underneath the bottom of the deck could have been very well in the past. We're talking 9 years in the past. For some of you, I don't feel like it's quite that long ago. This the solar eclipse is bringing back some very similar energy to where you were in 2009. Just keep that in mind, FYI. So whatever your wish fulfillment is here, and it could be healing as well. Healing a broken heart or memories of the past, regrets about something that you didn't do. The Hierophant there, it could be about taking things to a different level, a higher level. I feel like you're finally healing this, and by healing it, you're letting it go. The Star is Aquarian energy, and we are having this full moon. The solar eclipse in Aquarius. I had a feeling that the shadow El Diablo might come out. Capricorn energy here showing up. Yeah, it feels like you've been attached to this idea of you've really been striving for and judgment. Okay. There may be something that you have to release, something that has been shown to be toxic or keeping you at a lower vibration. Let's just say that, a lower frequency than what you would like to be. It feels like, yeah, you're having to let this go or make a judgment call. It could be a relationship, yes. It could be morals, ethics, beliefs, a belief system in and of itself, saying, I no longer believe this way, and I have to unchain myself from this toxic way of thinking, acting, and believing in order to reach whatever this Nine of Pentacles is, which is personal stability and sovereignty, and the Star, healing, hope, faith, ultimate wish fulfillment, a guiding light, a star in the distance. I'm not going to get into why it's very interesting that we have the Star and the Devil right next to each other. If you do not know, the actual word Lucifer is it actually means bringer of light, okay, or a light source, or a bright light, a guiding light. But I feel like you're having to make difficult decisions here to choose yourself and your own healing over whatever it is that you have been attached to. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, it's like this is, I asked for clarification on the Devil. It almost seems like this is faded. This has run its course, is really what I'm hearing. This has run its course. Okay. And now it's time for something new. I mean, the Fool underneath the bottom of the deck. I feel like a lot of you are feeling this urge to go ahead and get started. It may not be as simple as it appears. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio here in the Wheel of Fortune. Why the High Priestess? Why the High Priestess? Well, the High Priestess. It's just like the Spirit saying, yeah, listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. I don't know how many times I need to tell you to listen to your intuition. Cancer and Piscean energy, yet again, double Cancer Piscean energy. This is a lot of major arcana. I'm not even lying. You're going to have to learn how to, or relearn how to trust your intuition. If it led you to a place of heartbreak and looking back with sadness, remorse, and regret, it may take retraining that intuitive muscle. Okay? Being able to tap into your higher self, to sit with yourself in solitude and really reconnect. Ask for a message from your higher self each night before you go to bed and see what comes through in your dreams. For those of you who are actively keeping a dream journal already, great. For those of you who are not, I would suggest that you start, all right, if you are going to do this practice. The High Priestess, what is this intuition again? The more that you practice, I feel like the more that you learn, the more clear you're going to get on what your intuition looks like, feels like. A lot of people ask me, how do you know that it's your intuition? It's just a knowing. I can't really explain it other than I just know. I know. It's a certainty to me. And it doesn't come across, you know, there are certain people who completely understand exactly what I'm saying because they have their own intuition and they're in touch with their own intuition. I would definitely suggest meditation for those of you who are struggling to connect with your higher self and or your intuition. One more, I do want to get one more, just one more in general for both High Priestesses. The Three of Cups. This may help you to determine the wheat from the chaff. Okay, very interesting. Yeah, this is giving the image of a pitchfork. And if you didn't know, long ago, the pitchfork was three-pronged. It was not the modern day pitchfork that we see. It was just something, or two-pronged even. It became a symbol of the devil, actually. But yeah, I feel like joy, separating the wheat from the chaff. You're going to be able to understand what is for your best and highest good, what is in alignment with you, with your intuition, with your path forward, and what needs to be cycled out, what is not, and to be able to release and let go. Underneath the bottom of the deck, there's the Emperor, Strength, and the Five of Pentacles. I was wondering where the Emperor and the Empress were. We do have the Empress in the strength, if you did not know. It is the Empress that is taming the beast within. I feel like you are going to have to make some cuts here. The Five of Pentacles can be feeling left out in the cold. It can also be the act of starving something of time, effort, and energy. Changing where you, fives are all about change, okay, on the tree of life, on the Kabbalistic tree of life. They represent change. You may be changing how you give to a situation or how you invest in a situation. The Emperor is saying that you have all of the, I mean, you're the master and commander of your own ship. You get to decide what you take active action on and what you don't. What it is that you have, and this brings strength, I feel like. Again, the wheat from the chaff. The Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. This may be an about face that you're doing and saying, I forgive myself, I release for judgment on myself for not knowing what I do now. For those of you who are aligning with this message, I feel like you're very much interested in or working on getting more in touch with your intuition. The Emperor, Capricorn, and Aries strength is Leo, which is interesting because this we have the card of Aquarius here and the card of Leo. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. The sun will be in Aquarius, the moon will be in Leo for this eclipse that's happening today, right now, here in a few hours. So I do feel like this is very significant of the energy that we are experiencing. It may be that we're all waking up from this kind of sleep and saying, yeah, it's time that I take active action. The Knight of Swords on what it is that I have been feeling pulled to do. All right, I do want to take a look at the, let's see here, we are at number 13. I have the guidebook for the Oracle here on my computer. Give me just 1 second. Okay. Night blooming water lily, subconscious depths. Core meaning. Your deepest wisdom lies beneath the surface. There you go, the High Priestess. The night blooming water lily's roots reach down into muddy depths while its flower floats on the surface. Both are necessary. Don't be afraid to dive deep into your subconscious. The treasures you seek are underwater, waiting for you to claim them. A journal prompt. What message is my subconscious trying to send through dreams, slip-ups, or patterns, Freudian slips, right? What treasure is waiting in my depths? What treasure is there to be found down there? I feel like it's your independence. I feel like it's freedom from whatever that Three of Swords and Five of Cups was. Ritual. Before sleep, ask your subconscious or your spirit guides, to reveal one truth you're ready to see. Draw or journal whatever emerges, even if it doesn't make logical sense. Continue to do this and come back to it and see if there's a pattern to the images or to the things that are, we often take these coincidences to be coincidences when in fact they're not. This seems like a huge shift into believing maybe some of this stuff is real. Maybe some of the stuff that you see on YouTube are just trying to tell you what you want to hear. There are channels, and this is one of them, that goes deeper and helps you to align with your soul's purpose. It's not just about what or who is coming back into your life. It's about a soul evolution, right? If this is a karmic or past life meaning, you have soul memory of drowning, literally or metaphorically. Past lives may include death by water, being overwhelmed by emotions that you couldn't process, or having your depths exposed by those who manipulated your vulnerability. You learned that going deep is dangerous, that the subconscious is a place you'll get lost. that depths mean drowning. This card offers healing your depths, okay? Healing your subconscious. The water is not your enemy. Your subconscious is not trying to drown you. It's trying to show you where your roots need to go to find nourishment. You can explore the depths without losing yourself. You know how to surface when you need air. The treasure in your unconscious are yours to claim. This may be saying that yes, you know that you are deserving more of where you're at right now. I'm looking at the devil, and I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune here, and I'm looking at judgment. And it may take you standing up and having the strength underneath the bottom of the deck and the subconscious energies to say, I choose to take control over my life, my situation, and I'm starting a new journey. The Fool. And I'm creating what it is that I want, the Magician. Again, this feels like a break from something that has been keeping you stuck or feeling that you don't deserve something. What is it that your subconscious is trying to tell you? Thank you guys so much for being here with me. If you would like a more in-depth personal reading with me, the link for that is in the description box down below. Thank you for clicking on my video out of all of the others, and if you did, please consider subscribing, liking, hyping, and doing all of the things that YouTube likes, which ultimately incentivizes me to keep coming on here and delivering the message that you come here to hear. All right? For those of you who have done that already, a huge thanks. It does keep me investing in the channel, and hopefully we'll get back to a place where we're growing again. All right? I would love to see that. This is an energetic exchange, so the more that you interact with the video, the better able I am to pick up on your energy. Most of the readings that I have had coming through seem to be very specific. So it's kind of one of those, either you resonate with it or you don't. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Take care, and I will see you again here soon.